everyone, Michelle here. I'm so glad you've joined me today. I'm gonna hopefully do a flip through of my book from My Heart of Thanksgiving. This is a B6 journal and I made my own cover. This is made with the papers from the kit, but this is printed fabric. It's those ones that you buy from the store and you run it through your printer and you've got printed fabric. And this is a little brooch I made and I just made it out of like some glitter felt, and then again there's another of the papers that was printed fabric, and then I just glued a little but I don't actually pin it. I just pull this is sari silk, and you just pull it through and it just kind of tightens it up a little bit. So I just thought that was cute. And those of you who know me know I can't do a journal without a butterfly, so I had to make a butterfly to go somewhere. And again, this is just sari silk that I wrapped around it just to kind of keep it shut, because you'll see that it's pretty thick. I have 4 signatures because there was 4 weeks. So I did, and you can see them there. So let's get started. I wanted to show you this. I made sure that I finished this up. This was your Bonanza prize, or part of your Bonanza prize. These were the little tags. And this was the word art, and I just kind of took the ones that I liked and glued them onto the tags, and I just, you put holes in it, and then that's just a brad. It's just real simple. So, but I wanted that as something in my journal, to keep, because that was what we did for the Bonanza prize. And I still have my little calendar in there, and I'll keep that in there as a memento. I just shrunk it down, and I think it's about a 5x7 size. So, and I always do an opening page, a cover page, or whatever you want to call it. And this year, again, I printed the fabric, and I had bought this design. It's an applique design that goes on my sewing machine. And I bought that several years back to do, I think, to sort of tell you how old it is, to do a trick-or-treat bag for my son, who is now 28 years old. So this is an old design that I stitched out on my old machine. So, and this is just cardstock that I printed with the logo that Melissa chose this year for the 5-year anniversary, and that's that big number 5, and got some of that gauze that Sally talked about. So week 1 starts over here, and all of you remember the cards that we had in the startup kit. So I wrote the scripture inside these, so I won't open those up. You'll know what's in them. It's just me handwriting my scripture, and that is what that is. And again, these are the little slides that Lexi showed us how to make, the little shaker slides. And this was a piece of ephemera, and I have scripture, a lot of scripture all through my journal. You won't see a whole lot of my writing because I hide that other places, but and again, this was that folder that was my demo, the signature folder, and I keep it in the middle because, again, I'm storing my our devotion, and then this was our bookmark for that week. And this cute little thing I got is a track that some friends of mine sent me for Thanksgiving, the Hellfighters Motorcycle Ministry. They're a fellow motorcycle ministry that we work with, and they sent me that in the mail, and so I thought, yep, that goes right with that, so it's going in. You'll see a lot of different things in my journals that I put in them just because it's special to me, or I want to keep it or remember it. So it's not always everything, from each kit. And there's another little butterfly. Like I said, have to have a butterfly. in each of my journals. It just reminds me that God renews us. So even though we make mistakes sometimes, He's in the business of cleaning that up. And this is a little cross stitch that I did, but I did it with yarn, so it's really popped up. I don't know if you can see that. But here's a card. And I had a set of stamps that had the what if our hymn for this week was, I know you saw it over here. I put it at the beginning. What a friend we have in Jesus. And this is just a copy out of, I have like 3 or 4 hymnals, and I put it on my printer is also a scanner, so I scanned it. And so I decided to do that stamp in gold, embossed it, and then I made a little pocket with that lace. So then week 2, and again I just wrote the scripture in there, so I won't go about opening all those, but everybody seemed to like this week's because of these. And I don't know if y'all figured this out, but I have a theme for each section, and this one was kind of, since I started, even though this doesn't go with the section, this one is kind of pumpkins, and this one you'll see a lot of leaves because that's the theme, and this one is leaves, so you'll see quite a few leaves in there. And again, I'm just writing scripture from this card up here, so. And so here's some more leaves. You'll see leaves. That's Lisa's little stacked. And again, that's that signature folder that I made just to, and I kept one of my hymns in there, and then there's a scripture on the bookmark there. I made another bookmark out of that tag that we got. And then at the end, our cute Mr. Squirrel right here. And then of course I had a charm, and I just did it on a bulb pen. You'll see things like that in here, because I like to have little hanging things, and leaning on the everlasting arms. And I mark, sometimes I put the hymn in more than once, and I mark a phrase or a stanza that I really like out of it, and that happens to be a paper clip, but I just highlight that. It's whatever's special to me. So, and then at the end, another bulb pen with little leaves on them, and some little bit of lace, and some ribbon that has leaves printed. So then we're on week 3 again, and there's the scripture, and again it's probably written in there. I don't want to take that out because y'all know. Turn your eyes upon Jesus was the one, and again I had another stamp that had that on there. And these are some little hexies that I made, and I did leave the paper in them because I wanted them stiff, because I wanted that to be a pocket. And again, this was, I believe that scripture is up there on that card, or it may be a different one, I can't remember. And you'll see the theme now in this week is acorns. So, and then again, here's the signature folder. And I'll just put some ephemera in this one, but I'm always keeping the devotional over on either side, but just always keep it there. So there's some little pom-pom trim I put on that one. Now I did glue that one in, and I didn't. Usually when I put a tag in, I have it where it'll flip, but I didn't do that one because I had several other tags in here. And there's another acorn right there. So And this is Isaiah 40:31. And I mean, some of these went, and some the stamps that I had went with it, and sometimes it was just something that I liked and wanted to put in here. So, and that's the last page, and that was some of the fabric I just had to scrap, and I just took my tiny attacher and attached it right there. So this is week 4, and it'll be the last week. So, and I guess you know that this week is about pie. So we have our pie and our coffee, maybe. Amazing Grace is our hymn. And again, I took another card with the scripture out. This is one of my favorite papers, and I just had to use it back here. And I did use it as the folder, but this folder is done different than the other ones. It's not a signature folder. And I added some little pearls on that ephemera piece and some appliques. But there it is, pie. This week is pie. The last week, week 4. There's some little leaves in there, but try to do a lot of these little shakers. I think they're really cute. And then our pie book, I did it a little bit different. I did shrink it down. Some of the other girls shrunk theirs down. But this is actually, our pastor preached like last week on Psalms 100, and when he did, I thought, I want to put that in my journal. So this is how I did. I just wrote it out on each page. I wrote a few of the verses till I got to the end of it. So, and I didn't really, you know, decorate it or anything like that, because I was just more kind of trying to focus on the scripture. On that, you know, sometimes I really decorate them up, and sometimes I don't. But here's the back of that paper. I just love this paper, and I don't know if you can see that. Can't see it too good, but I did their gowns in that Winka Stella, which is like a glittery. I don't know, you might can see it a little bit, but, and now this come from the prayer journals for November, so that's not going to be in your kit, but, and then focused on the bread of life on that page. And now I did this one. This is what I was talking about when I do, usually I do tags as tip, kind of a tip in, and I hadn't written anything there, but I'm sure I will. I'm just still kind of getting things together. And I put this here because there's something in this pocket that this really makes me happy. This first one's not the one, which I do like this saying too, but again, this is from your Bonanza prize, so be sure to get that. But this one is actually one that I wanted to show you. It's I just typed there, My Heart of Thanksgiving 2021, but it's a shaker, and it has pie slices in it. I found this online, and I was like, I have to get this. I have to get this. So I made this journaling card to be a little pie shaker. I thought it was so cute. So, and I couldn't resist. I had to do it. So, and then this piece, I don't know why I liked it so much, but I tried to put it in several different places and it just didn't fit. And I was getting to the end of the book and I was like, I have to put this in because I like the way it looks. I don't know why. So, and then I did do a card with, you know, this is how I normally do tags in here. And then this was that freebie from Melissa's demo, and I did the washi tape with it and washi it onto the very last page. And this is more like storage right now. I wanted to write a verse on there, but I couldn't remember which one it was, so I didn't write it. And then I have some extra journaling cards in there, and I'm sure I'll come up with that verse. It was in my head. I just have to go look. I think I highlighted it in my Bible, so I'll have to go back and look. And I want to put something on here, but I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there. And again, that's the washi from the kit. And I just print it on those 8.5 by 11 package labels from Avery that they make. And I think I use the white. I have used clear in the past, but they don't come out as bright, so I use the white. And this was our schedule of what we were doing with the team. And then, of course, you know, the folio. And my folio is going to hold my extra labels and and there is a few in there right now, but I've got a bunch more that I need to put in there. And of course, here's the back. And again, what I did was, when you print this, is on your paper is, you know, the 8.5 by 11. And when I let this go, it's going to fall to the middle, because it always does, but there you go. Anyway, but you cut it, and then I use a stabilizer that has an iron-on backing on one side. They make it for both sides to be iron-on, but you can get it with one side, or you can actually get it with none. They make it 3 different ways, and I explained that in a different video for my Christmas journal from last year. So if you want to know how to actually put this journal cover together, or a journal cover together, you'll need to watch that video. It's on my YouTube channel. And now this is let me turn it around so you can see it. That is a 2.5 inch binding, because I knew that I did this last year. I did not make my binding big enough right here to bind all this, and so my journal from last year is actually, it looks like this, even with it shut and with it tied shut. So I wanted to make sure that I could get it back. When I tied it, it would actually be a book and not be a tent. But anyway, you guys, I have had such a great time doing my Heart of Thanksgiving this year with this team and with Melissa again. There was a lot of challenging times, but there was a lot of laughter and fun and just loving on one another. And I don't know, there was a sweet spirit about it, and people just trusting you to pray for them. I hope that when you did this, that you felt that, and you feel like that there are blessings in this world. I know there is a lot of stuff going on, and I know it's not pleasant. But honestly, we are a blessed people, and I think you would agree with me that the Lord has blessed us, and we have much to be thankful for, and He has been gracious. And I have so enjoyed recording all of these blessings that He gives me and I see in other people's lives. I just hope you really enjoyed my Heart of Thanksgiving here in 2021. I'm glad you came by to watch the video. Leave me a comment, or if you have questions, you can do that too down in the comments section. Friends, thanks so much for watching. May God bless you this year and over the Thanksgiving holidays. See you soon.